Friday's episode of Days of Our Lives builds tension in three different corners of Salem, each storyline pushing characters into situations where emotions flare, secrets deepen, and guilt becomes impossible to ignore. The day focuses on a child's confrontation, a shadowy experiment in the hands of dangerous minds, and one young man's desperate attempt to reach someone who can no longer face the world around her. The first confrontation comes from Rachel Black, who has always been deeply attached to her father and fiercely protective of anything that threatens the fantasy she clings to, her parents reuniting. Rachel, after witnessing what she believed to be a romantic moment between Brady and Sarah, marches straight up to them, ready to accuse and ready to punish. She is still a child, but one carrying the emotional scars of being raised between two volatile parents. She sees everything as betrayal, and so she corners Brady and Sarah with harsh questions and angry words. What she doesn't grasp is that Brady and Sarah are not in a romantic relationship. They were sharing a moment of comfort, not desire. And yet, the fact remains, there is chemistry simmering beneath the surface, something neither of them is quite ready to admit. The problem is that Rachel doesn't care about the truth, she cares only about protecting the version of her family she wants. So Brady and Sarah will have to tread carefully, explaining themselves without feeding Rachel's obsession with seeing her parents back together. Rachel's confrontation may look childish, but it has the potential to set off emotional aftershocks neither Brady nor Sarah is prepared for. Meanwhile, in a darker corner of Salem, Dr. Wilhelm Rolfe and Mark Green continue to work on a mysterious experiment. Anytime Rolfe is in the lab, the repercussions eventually shake the entire town. Mark has been struggling with his post-prison reintegration, his guilt, and his complicated family ties. Now he finds himself drawn into Rolfe's world, a place where ethics disappear and scientific possibilities take precedence over human consequences. Whatever they are working on, it is something that will soon ripple outward. Rolfe never tinkers with harmless projects. Whether it's brain manipulation, resurrection technology, memory tampering, or genetic interference, his work always rewrites people's lives in ways they never expect. As they huddle over their experiment, the question becomes not only what they're doing, but who they're doing it for, and what Salem disaster will unfold when the results come to light. At the same time, Kayla Johnson finds herself uneasy. She can feel that E.J. DiMera's interest in the hospital goes far beyond administrative curiosity. He has an agenda, one he keeps buried beneath layers of charm and authority. Kayla sees the hints, maybe a document left open, a conversation overheard, an odd request, and her instincts sharpen. She knows E.J. well enough to recognize when he is preparing a power play. How his motives intersect with Rolfe and Mark's experiment remains unclear, but Friday's episode begins laying the foundation for a larger twist involving E.J.'s vision for the hospital and the unethical paths he may be willing to take. The emotional core of the episode, though, belongs to Aaron Green and Sophia Choi. Aaron carries a heavy burden of guilt, even though none of what happened was his fault. He wasn't there for Sophia during her pregnancy, and that absence eats at him. He relinquished his parental rights for the good of the child, and that decision haunts him every day, even though it was made out of love and fear, not selfishness. Now he goes to see Sophia, hoping that somehow in some small way he can lessen her suffering. But when he arrives, Sophia is distant, trapped inside herself, offering only silence and empty eyes. She is broken by the trauma she endured, trauma that Aaron desperately wishes he could undo. His words may not reach her. His presence may not heal anything. But he refuses to stop trying. He wants to convey that even if he failed her before, he is trying not to fail her now. Friday's scenes between them are quiet but devastating, showcasing pain that can't be fixed in a single conversation. Each storyline, Rachel's emotional explosion, Rolfe's secret experiment, E.J.'s lurking motives, and Aaron's heartbreaking visit, lays down threads that will soon intersect, creating fallout that will stretch far beyond the weekend episode. Salem is on the edge of another storm, and Friday's events are just the beginning.